Hey everybody, welcome back to Rose Lane. This is Judy. Okay, this video is going to be for the introduction of the papers for my design team project for Happiness in Crafting with Gi Kerr. And for the month of March, I have chosen her Shabby Shades of Pink kit. So I've spent a little bit of time getting the papers and things ready. As far as what I'm going to be putting in the book. It's only going to be a 6x6 little small book. My plan for it was meant to be like a little poetry journal, and it's going to be called Ode to Spring is what it's going to have the title for. So the first thing I want to do is just, and underneath all of this, I have the pages that I'm going to be using in the kit, well, in the journal, the little journal that I'm going to be doing. So what I want to do though tonight is just kind of show you these pages that come in the kit and then give you a little bit of an idea of where I'm going with what I'm actually going to create or hope to create. So again, this is Happiness in Crafting with Gi Kerr, and this kit is her Shabby Shades of Pink. So these are the pages, which are beautiful, kind of a mauvey rose edging a little bit, and these beautiful flowers. There's lots of script on it. It's really, really pretty. So that's one page. I'm just going to stick it over here. Here's another one. And I'll show you in a minute a little bit of what I've done with them. Because it's going to be a smaller journal, just 6x6, I'll show you what I had been doing. Actually, there's a couple pieces missing there over there, I see. Okay, so that's another page. This one is another beauty. They're all really, really pretty. So that's another one. And you know, this image, if I can find what I'm referring to, and this is a little by the way, my brother has our great grandmother's rocking chair from about the mid to late 1800s. And it was in pretty bad, needed some repair and stuff like that. Anyway, he's a carpenter, so he did that and he fixed the chair for me, and he's keeping it because I moved too much. I'm afraid it's going to get damaged. It had come to me, but I had given it to him, hopefully that it would stay a little safer. So he did put it all back together. He painted it back to the original black that it was, and it had a red velvet brocade fabric on it originally in the 1800s. And he asked me if I would embroider a family tree on the back cushion, which I did. And this is the tree image that I chose to do our family tree. And then it has all of our, well, my grandparents and my and all of their children. And I said before, my grandparents had 14 children, so all their names are on the tree. So, and that's on the rocking chair. So interesting for that little by the way piece. Here's another one. I love this rose image. Just love these. Love the little garden image down here. Little gardener guy at a bench with pots and watering cans, and he's trimming what looks to me like probably is going to be hollyhocks or something like that. So it's really pretty. Then over here we have some butterflies, another beautiful rose image, some more script, lots of script, and different styles of it in some cases. Not necessarily coming like out of the same letters. So really, really pretty. And here's another one, dragonfly over here, little bit of a, like a advertisement card back here, another beautiful, this looks like it would be carnations or some sort of dianthus, sweet williams, something like that, flower on that side. And then here's the background pages, which, as you can tell, she used as background pages, which was really awesome. And so then you just get this plain one that you can make pockets or envelopes or bases for tags or something like that. Here's a page that's just full of script that you can use as well, again, as a page, or using it for tags or other embellishments. Be a little careful with using it for envelopes because then your script would go all different ways, but that might look kind of cool, actually. So that's that one. Another one with that all over, sort of a little bit lighter, and then she has this little bit of scroll work here on the side. And then this one with these little shabby distressed roses, which is really very pretty. And then this is some of the embellishments here, these little pockets or tucks or whatever they might be, some little banners over here, a heart, some circles, and another oval that's here. And here's some butterflies. This is slightly smaller and slightly larger. So you can take this, like one of these, and put it on top of this one and sort of make it really two-dimensional, or three-dimensional, I guess it would kind of be. Another couple of big ovals, a few small tags. Here's that little fella doing his little gardening thing there. And then this sheet, another oval, and then these pointy little tags, or I guess really tags. A long piece here that you could use as a belly band, and a couple of cards like this. These are the pages made smaller by like a quarter, and here are the other 4 pages made smaller, like a postcard size. So that is the kit. That's what we're going to be using, and I haven't gotten very far yet. But what I'm going to do, this is the base for the kit. So I made them 6 by 6, and I cut them out. The pages are 6 by 6. I cut these pieces out of the paper 5 by 5, and there's 2 of these, and they have pockets in the top. Of course, you can't, I don't have it sewn in yet, so it's like one giant pocket, but it'll be 2 small pockets, and there'll be a giant square tag in each one of these. So that would be 4 tags in here, and I'm going to use these as sort of like covers to the signatures, if that makes sense. So I'm going to move this stuff to the side, and I'll show you this stuff in a minute. I have some lightly tea-dyed paper. I have, this page is actually not from this kit. This is from her Shabby, no, I'm sorry, Old Rose kit. So I borrowed that out of there because the colors went so good with what I had done here. When I cut these, I inked them with Shabby Shutters or something. I think that's what it's called. I'd have to dig it out from over there. So I inked it with the green and sort of just brought it in. So we would have something like this would go in, and then we're gonna have, maybe we'll open that up, and then we'll have a couple of tea-dyed papers maybe. And then this is my economy avocado dyed paper, though I love avocado dyed paper. It's labor intensive to me. We don't eat avocados, so the meat generally goes to waste. I mean, if I wanted to make guacamole, which I don't because I don't like onions, and yeah. So it takes a couple or 3 hours to boil it, and then, you've got to strain it and all this kind of stuff. All I did here to do this, and it came out, and I don't know how it's going to show up on the camera, but to me it came out this beautiful kind of shade of shell pink, which is really, really delicate and really, really pretty. This was just 1 cup of boiled water, 1 Lipton tea bag, and 4 drops of red food coloring. That was it. That's all I did. And then I inked around the edges, but that was it. Real quick. And when I color my paper, I do it on a table, and I have a pedestal fan, and I let the fan just blow on them, and within a couple of hours, front and back, they're dry. So it goes pretty quick. So we can do that, and then probably, I don't know. I have no idea if this is what it's going to be. We'll put another tea-dye paper in, and then we're going to put this paper in. And the reason why this one is going to go in, we do it like this, is because I made on vellum. We'll start with this one. I made on vellum. I found 2 old poems, both of them called Ode to Spring. One is by Elizabeth Bentley, who lived from 1767 to 1839. The other one that I have over here is by Mary Robinson from 1757 to 1800. And this is what I did. Because I don't have large enough vellum, though I probably could have gotten away with it now that I look at it here, because it actually fits inside the page, which is really pretty. What I did here was I have 2 pieces of the vellum, And I took a piece of cream satin ribbon, and then I glued this lace on top of that, and then I laid the vellum pieces down on the seam there, and then I took another piece of lace and glued it over here. So that way, and I have to kind of score this somehow and press it down, which is something like this, which I haven't done yet, to kind of get it to lay a little flatter. And then that's going to go into the center. So that's going to be one of the, basically one of the, I've got to try to make this stick, one of the signatures, okay? And then that's the center of the signature. And then on these pages, there's going to be pockets, and there's going to be little envelopes, and there's going to be tags. I haven't gotten that far yet. So we have one like this, and then we have this one, which is the other Ode to Spring. And these roses are a little bit different. They're kind of pink and yellow and orangey, which is a really like one of my favorite kinds. Not quite as bright as this, as these pink ones were, but yeah, it looks really nice. And if you look, let me see if I can show you this way. Under here, I did the roses, but I also, let me see if I can, let me try to bring it up and see if I can you see this? There's one here. I don't know if you'll be able to see this one. If I'm standing up now, so there's one here. Get that in the light a little bit more, right there. Okay. I feel like I'm doing the weather on, you know, with the green screen or something. And then on here, you can see them. There's one here, and there's one here, and there's one, whoops, up here. And on this side, there is, I got it under the other paper. Try to do this. I'm doing it like one-handed. There is one here, there's one back here, and there's one up here. And they're like a rose gold color, and I just sort of lightened them up a little bit, so they were very, very faint, but there nonetheless. So this is my thought for this. There'll be tags, and there'll be pockets, and there'll be envelopes with paper in it, all different places where somebody, and somewhere I did make a page, don't know where I put it, but I did make a page with some words on it, like, you know, poetic or lyrical, musical, things like that. And I will be using those little words in here as well to go along with it. So that is the plan for what we're doing here. And again, let me bring out one of these where we can see the nice pretty roses. Trying to find the one of the ones that was like, ooh, there's the tree. You know, when you want to find it, do you think you can? Okay, here we go. There we go. How about that one? So this is the beautiful set of papers that's I'm going to be using in this this project for Happiness in Crafting by Gi Kerr. And this one is going to be called Ode to Spring, and it is my March project, my March design team project. So I will probably maybe do a video where I may show you some of what I'm doing. There's my hands. Where I might show you some of what I'm doing, making the pockets or putting some things together, a little craft and chat with this as well. And then, of course, definitely you'll be getting the flip through at the end. So that's it for now, everybody. Be safe, be blessed, and until next time, be happy and keep crafting. Bye-bye.